What's up everyone and welcome to Ola Testing. Today I'm trying out the Blackstar HT Venue Mark III 100 watt head and cabinet. So this is the third iteration of the H2 Venue series. It's available in a couple different options. You know, they're doing the combos. They're basically doing everything. Combos for 40 watts, 20 watts, and then they have the 100 watt amplifier head. It is a valve head sporting EL34 power amp tubes in it. You have 3 different channels with a lot of different voicing options. So you have clean and 2 overdrive channels, but just as usual with Blackstar amplifiers, you have a couple of different voicings to it. But with that also comes the ISF knob right there, which is the where you can switch between having a boutique UK amplifier to a dynamic US sounding amplifier, whatever that means. You have volume, you have presence, you have resonance, 1 EQ for both overdrive channels. You have a 100 watt to 10 watt option back there. And then if we take a look at the back side, there's a couple of different cool things there. It has reverb, 1 effect loop, and a USB output, so you can record 4 different signals going out using this head. If you want to record your amplifier tone, the clean tone, the DI, the slave out and all that at the same time, you can. This outputs 4 different channels in different variations, okay? And then there's also a cab rig output, so you have an impulse response if you want to go direct into front of house or into your computer. You have an output for that at the back. And this is the motherfucking clean channel. And you have a treble and a bass, and that's basically it. Voice. All right, let's change the channel. It also comes with this foot switch, but you can also use a 5-way foot switch if you... This amplifier came with a 2-button foot switch, but I saw at the back that there's a 5-button option to plug in as well. Where is that? I didn't get that. We had a clean channel. Let's switch to overdrive. Let's start with overdrive 1. It's good old A, G, and D, man. Right now the ISF is at 0, which I think is the British boutique. Yep. Okay. It's a little bit chuggy. That's okay. Let's switch to voicing. Okay, a little bit more aggressive. All right, if we change to OD2, a little bit more chugginess to this channel. Voice 2. Or hang on, we were at voice 2, I think. So. Voice 2. As a male guitar player, I would probably vote for voice 2. But we still haven't touched the ISF knob right there, so let's check it out. I don't know, man. it's almost a little bit too scooped at the maximum ISF. All right, let's play with the EQ a little bit. That's not the EQ. Nothing really surprising about the EQ. It's very safe, I must say. I mean, you can turn up the treble and it's not going to hurt your ears. I mean, it's hurting a little bit and it's supposed to, but not too bad. I would say it's a pretty non-intrusive EQ. I would probably use the ISF and the voice to basically shift the tone of my sound rather than using the bass and the middle and treble. Basic reverb. Let me do one last thing. The obvious. Get an overdrive. You know, some people would probably say that, Ola, you should try a different overdrive sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, I could. But I'm always bringing out the tube scream. I'm sorry. One day I'll try some cool other overdrives, okay? So let's turn down the gain a little bit and engage this little tube screamer right there. This is at 808. Just bringing back some of that low end with resonance and bass just because the tube screamer filters out some of that. I mean, without the overdrive, I just shut off the overdrive and raised the gain. You can almost get... You just need that slight extra little push from an overdrive or something like that, and you're there in Frashtown. Have you ever been to Frashtown? Well, you need to go there, okay? All right, I'm gonna do a complete no, don't do this, Ola type of deal. But I'm gonna do it anyways. But I'm gonna connect the cab output. And let's hear how that sounds. There's 3 different cab outputs, like cab IRs that you can use. And is there a volume for that? All right, so now I have the Blackstar connected straight into my audio interface with the cab output at the back. And it has 3 different impulse responses to use or choose from. And this is the first one. I have no idea how these sound, by the way. I'm just testing. Number 2. Number 3. You know, as I see it with all these Blackstar amplifiers that have been coming out in the past now, is that they're trying to make the complete flagship of amplifiers where you're supposed to be able to use in the studio and, you know, at live and for every application, and, you know, it has the outputs for your computer and interface and all of that, just to cater to all the different guitar players that are out there today. Narrowing it down to just aiming at the amplifier guy in the rehearsing place and that plays live, it's too little. There's too few of us left, so it's smart to kind of cater to a broader audience by including the USB output or the cabinet simulated outputs as well. This cabinet, by the way, has Celestion 7080 speakers in it, and I'm miking it up with this Voodoo microphone and this Neumann TLM102 microphone. It's an open back cabinet, so it's very open sounding. Maybe for metal, I would prefer having it being closed, so, you know, you get everything, you know. But for sitting at home, it's nice to have, you know, more of a filled room with an open back. The cabinet is like 500 euros. The head is like 1,000 euros or something like that, which I think is completely fair for what you get. It's a full-ass valve head made under license in China. So it's built in China, but obviously it's designed in the UK. 1,000 euros, $1,000 for the 100-watt head. I think that's still fair. Maybe not the most exciting sound and tone in the world, but it does a lot, you know, with all the different voicings and all the different ISFs and all that. You know, it's pretty broad in how you can kind of design your tone. They sound good for metal and all that, but it's not a metal amplifier in that sense. This is an all-around amplifier, and I think that's what they're aiming for, basically. They're trying to make a really, you know, versatile amplifier for basically any type of player. You know, I was using this amplifier when Jared James Nichols was here, and he uses Blackstar amplifiers live. He could set up a tone in like 1 minute and it sounded really kick-ass for him. If you're in for it for strictly the metal, I would probably get something else. But if you want something that's very versatile in terms of, you know, getting a lot of different tones, it's a good option. So there you go. That's my little demo of this amplifier for right there. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you next time. Ha!